Hi, it's Lisa Gernon here, and we are back at the Biz Expo 2019 at City West Hotel here in the conference centre. I'm joined by Graham. Graham is from the Data Protection Commission. Graham, for people watching, can you tell them what it is that you do?
Yes, we are the organisation that are the national supervisory authority here in Ireland and actually across the EU for upholding individuals' rights when it comes to the processing of their personal data. So the purpose of myself and my colleagues being here today is I'm going to deliver a presentation now shortly, and my colleagues have been here at the information stand, just helping businesses, the small and medium enterprises, help them get a better understanding of what's known as the GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation, and to do with their data protection obligations as organisations in terms of how they process the personal data of their consumers.
And have you had many people looking for advice today, many small businesses?
Absolutely, we've been inundated this morning. My colleagues have been doing Trojan work here, trying to work with the individuals who are coming, the companies who are coming over to us, just to try and get assurances quite a lot of the time, because quite a lot of the new businesses who are here, they're unsure as to what their obligations are. So, for anybody out there listening or watching this here now, I say your starting point is to know your data. So know what data you as an organisation, what you hold, what data you process, how you process it, etc. And then our own website, we've got an awful lot of guidance specifically for the SME sector. So on our website, which is www.dataprotection.ie, if they go onto that, they'll see, as I say, information in relation to the steps that you need to take to try and ensure that you're compliant with General Data Protection Regulation, and also other types of guidance documents that we have on our website, to help people in terms of if their company suffers a data breach, what they need to do in terms of notifying us as a supervisory authority, to notify the customers or consumers affected if they feel that it's warranted to do so. So there's quite a lot of information up there.
And you're giving a talk a little later on. What is it about?
It's a talk. It's the title of it is GDPR 1 year on.
Yeah, 1 year on. It's mad to think that it's been here for that long now.
Absolutely, yes. So I'm kind of going to do it a little bit differently to how I normally do these talks in relation to data protection. So I'm sure there's many people, I've met many people here today who I've seen at other events who've had to be bored listening to me talking about just data protection in general. So what I'm actually doing today is I'm going to give a very, very brief overview of what data protection is about, but really I'm going to talk about trends and patterns that we've seen in the last 12 months that will help these companies here today in terms of what are the types of complaints that we're receiving, and how can you go some way to try and negate the need for people to come to us in the first instance. And also in relation to the data breaches that I mentioned earlier on. Companies will, data breaches are just part of life, but it's what you can do to minimise or mitigate against these breaches occurring, and then what you need to do, and the types of data breaches that we are receiving as an organisation. So try and give a bit of an idea to the companies and a bit of kind of findings that we've had 12 months in, and then also to just talk about kind of where we're at now in terms of we've got some very big significant inquiries that we've launched in the last 12 months that are going to have very significant impacts on conclusions. So I'll just go through them a little.
Right. So the website again?
It's www.dataprotection.ie.
Right. And if you want to see Graham give his speech, it's a free event here today. So not only do you get to talk to all the exhibitors, there's seminars, there's workshops going on. If you go to bizexpo.ie and come on down, we're here till 4 o'clock. Graham, thank you so much.
Thanks very much.